hungry.
Well, it's about time. Hey everybody, happy 100 episodes!
It's Djclyve's 100th episode special! Featuring the Lay's Passport to Flavor Contest!
I bet you've never gotten dressed up to eat potato chips, or should I say, half dressed up. That's right, I don't hide anything from my viewers. We have that special rapport, you and I, that transcends life and death and heaven and hell. But I just wanted to take this time to say thank you all, everybody out there who's watching this all over the world, thank you for this momentous occasion. I wouldn't have been able to get here without you guys. 100 episodes. Whew, it just flew right by, didn't it? 100 episodes of sweating my ass off under these hot, hot lights. 100 episodes of eating nasty fish in a can and meat in a can. 100 episodes about complaining about textures on my food, which I never did before. 100 episodes of drinking delicious soy products and just singing hallelujah to the heavens. 100 episodes of realizing I get cotton mouth as I speak and I spit while I'm talking. That's a whole other thing altogether. Just 100 glorious episodes, and I just couldn't thank you guys enough for it. I know the show isn't the most popular thing on the channels. It really caps off at usually around 100, 150 views. They really don't do that well, but they did do better than that Oscar Mouse Interactive. Take that in your face, Oscar Mouse. But, the videos, they help me keep up appearances while I'm working on more complex stuff. This show is strictly for the diehards of the channel, the people who've stuck with me like during all the theatrics, during all the Ranma stuff, and I just wanted to say thank you again, and I know I keep repeating myself like a broken record, but I'm not working with a script here. I just, couldn't thank you guys enough. By the way, there will be a special channel announcement at the end of this video, so stay tuned for that. And I know what you guys are thinking. There's probably going to be a lot of confusion, because as of now, I've only published 42 some episodes on Limbo Grub. How am I up to, why am I saying I'm up to episode 100 already? Well, the fact of the matter is I have 100 episodes in the can, done and edited. I'm sitting on a large nest egg of videos that I can release, at my whim. I'm hoping it'll be a very special occasion when I just throw up a whole bunch of them all at once, and there'll be a little bit more on that later. But as of now, I'm only up to 42 on the channels, but this will be episode 100, and I'm firing them off out of order, so that clears that up. The Lays do us a flavor contest. I mean, I couldn't think of a better way to do an episode 100 than revisiting my episode X I did like some time ago. That was a lot of fun. It seemed to get a lot of interest, and I was waiting with bated breath for the next contest. I wanted to do that whole thing all over again. But we didn't get that contest. No. We got something called a... What's it called? The Lay's Passport to Flavor! I don't know what the heck that's supposed to be. The way the contest went, they would have people, create their own flavors and put them up on this website, and people voted like what their favorite flavors are, what experimental flavors they would like to try, and they whittled it down to 4 finalists, and people voted either online or with their bucks. They actually put the flavors out in stores, and people purchased them, and whichever ones were the most popular, that's the one that stuck around, and they were the winner, and the winner actually got on top of that $1 million. It's not, nothing to sneeze at. It's it's a tasty chunk of change. Believe it or not, I've even seen that the runners-up, they're not up Schitt's Creek. I mean, their flavors are still out there. You could still buy, the tasty classic Reuben sandwich flavored potato chips. It was a really cool idea, and it was something that was really interactive for the fans. But, this year they kind of gypped us, because now all we get are codes on the bags for frequent flyer miles and stupid tote bags and shit. I don't know, does anybody do that? I mean, when you drink a Coke, like a single-serve Coke, they have a little code on the inside of the package, like inside of the cap. I toss that thing away. Am I tossing away $1 million every time I do that? You can't expect me to go on your freaking website every time I buy a freaking Coke. It's ridiculous. What do they expect? I don't have all the time in the world. But anyway, what they hit us with instead were 4 limited edition flavors that were created not by the fans, but by the company itself. And they're limited edition. They're all gonna vanish. So there's really no purpose in voting which one's gonna be the best. So really, this video is all for naught. But I guarantee you, the people at Lay's, all these flavors that I'm seeing before my eyes, they were created by the fans. I bet you they lifted them from that contest. Oh, I'll take that one. They just cherry-picked them, the best ones, and then just put them out themselves and say, you ain't getting shit. We already gave you guys $3 million because we did this contest 3 other times. We can't afford that anymore. Bullshit, you can't afford that. But anyway, the way we're gonna do this, because, you know, I missed the contest and I wanna do it my own way, we're gonna present these chips to you in random order. I got them all floating around the Vortex randomizer out in the closet. I'm gonna pluck one and we're gonna see which ones are gonna be the best. We're gonna do our own Lay's Do Us a Flavor contest here in Limbo. Yeah, that's the way I do it. So, I can't believe I got this far on, you know, one take, but here we go. Our first flavor for the Lay's Do Us a Flavor. I mean, the Lay's... The Lay's passport to flavor. Stupid shit.
It's Lay's wavy Greek tzatziki potato chips! Heavenly slices of dry potatoes zapped with creamy tzatziki flavor, a flavor imperative to Greek delicacies, combining dill, garlic, and assorted spices with rich velvety yogurt.
I didn't forget about James Wagner. Did you forget about James Wagner? I bet the people at Lay's didn't forget about James Wagner. This is Lay's wavy Greek tzatziki potato chips. You might recall that a fellow by the name of James Wagner entered the contest last year and presented us with, I believe it was called classic Greek gyro flavored potato chips, and that was a key ingredient, tzatziki sauce. I remember seeing that clear as day, and it was even the same color bag. I mean, maybe the chips were too busy, maybe because he was trying to throw in the taste of an entire gyro, which entire gyro is a very tough taste to nail. I mean, you've got onions in there, you got lettuce, you got tomatoes, you got the flavored lamb that's in there. It's just like a whole shitload of flavors, and when you take a bite of a gyro, you're not getting the same bite twice. That was a very, very overwhelming challenge to create that in a potato chip. So what did Lay's do? They took his idea and they simplified it. They got rid of all that other stuff, all the tomato-y and the spices and all the, and they're just strictly going with the sauce, the tzatziki sauce, which contains dill, garlic, and other unique spices, and it's commonly referred to as yogurt sauce. It's a form of yogurt sauce. I guarantee you there's going to be a part of me that's really going to like this. I don't know if I'm going to like just strictly tzatziki, because I do like that meat taste as well. But I didn't hate those other chips. I mean, just because they ranked low didn't mean I hated them. I mean, I think the only chips I hated from last year were those truffle fries, which were really no good. As you can see, they're wavy. They didn't beat us there. The wavy chips never seem to win, but it will give us, you know, a certain degree more flavor because the flavors get caught in the ridges here. Let me give it a whiff and I'll see what I think. Very unique smell. You can really smell that sauce. All right, no time like the present. Here comes the first. I believe Wagner was the first as well last year. Wow. You know what? I think I like the gyro better, but this is pretty damn good. I have never tasted a chip that tasted anywhere remotely like this. It tastes like it's got like a hint of salad dressing, if you can believe that. If you can picture that in your head. It's got like a little bit of a salad dressing flavor. I want to keep eating them, they're pretty damn good. Delish. Starting out strong here. If I were to give this a star rating, I'm going to give it a high rating. I'll give it 4 stars. is pretty damn good. I think the ridges help it as well because there's lots of like little, you might see the little spices on there, those little ridges. You know, the spices get caught in the ridges, you can taste them better because of the shape of the actual chip. Very, very good. It's got a very unique taste. Delicious, delicious. I can't say more about this. This is gonna be a tough one to beat. I was thinking maybe we're gonna be starting out, with bottom of the barrel, but no. This is the one to beat. So that's already a 4-star rating. Can we do any better than that? Well, we'll have to wait and see.
Steak and chips are a match made in heaven. So here we have Lay's Brazilian Picanha! The sweet, salty taste of Brazilian skewer-grilled steak, marinated in deep chimichurri, all locked within these thin and tasty taters.
The folks at Lay's really want to get over a steak-flavored potato chip because you might recall in a past episode I referenced another contest that they had this year where they were retiring old flavors and were trying to replace them with new flavors, and one of those flavors on the docket was like Korean barbecue. I tasted them, they were only okay, but apparently the people at Lay's had some kind of boner for it because here they are presenting us with Brazilian picanha steak and chimichurri sauce. They look like little shish kebabs. They don't want this to go away. They're like, oh no, you're gonna eat this and you're gonna like it. I'm not the biggest fan of shish kebabs. I'm not even really the biggest fan of steak, but in a chip, I think they're delicious. I've had steak flavored potato chips before, and they're the bomb. They're the bomb diggity. When I catch a whiff of this, they're just regular chips, so. They smell very blasé. They almost smell like a light barbecue taste, which makes sense. Excuse me, too much beer. Gotta cleanse the palate before I attempt this. So alrighty, I'm gonna take a bite, I'm gonna let you know what I think, and we'll see if this one, the Magic 8 Ball says the outlook is not so good on this one because the other one did so well, but you never know. Sometimes it smells like nothing and it tastes like heaven. All right. I will say the ones from the prior contest, the Korean barbecue flavored, were better than this. There's something that tastes a little bit off. They did nail the taste. It does taste like steak, but in a potato chip, like you want your steak to be juicy. That all constitutes the flavors. Like juicy, maybe it's a little bit burnt from the barbecue. You want that taste in there. This tastes like a piece of steak that's just been sitting on your kitchen counter for like ever. And it's just been sitting there and sitting there. It's cold, it's been collecting dust, and then finally you're walking by and like, I think I'm gonna finally eat that steak. And you take a bite, all that flavor's gone. That's kind of what this tastes like. It's a very, very light taste. And if I want a Brazilian picanha, if I want a shish kebab flavored potato chip, I want that taste to be strong at least. God, they really screwed this up. This might even be worse than the truffle fries. If I were to give this a star rating, I would have to go, you know what? Because it's good as a chip, and because I'm not vomiting while I'm eating this, I'll give it 2 stars. Why the heck not? I'm not gonna give it less than 1 star because then I'd be saying, oh, I'd rather be eating fish than a can than this. No, it's not that bad. It's okay. If you had these out at a party, like in a little party bowl and people were dipping them, you definitely have to dip these because there's just not enough flavor. People would eat them, but they're unremarkable. In fact, I think I would sooner be eating a regular unflavored potato chip than eating this. So this was kind of a bust. We still have our winner, the tzatziki sauce, and we'll see what's coming down the pike, and maybe it can be dethroned. Who knows?
It's Lay's Chinese Szechuan chicken flavor potato chips. These chips do a bing bang job in replicating authentic Chinese cuisine, adding generous sprinklings of Sichuan pepper and parsley alongside the salty infusion of honest to goodness chicken broth.
I love Chinese food, and I love chicken, but there have been other attempts to put chicken into a potato chip or some kind of cracker, and most times they fail. You might know those chicken and the biscuit crackers that they sell. I love those crackers. They're delicious, but do they taste like chicken? Not at all. In fact, I don't even know where they get that from. I mean, maybe there is actual chicken in the cracker, but it doesn't constitute any taste. This is going to be a tough one to replicate. If they can replicate it, I mean, this has potential to beat that tzatziki sauce, because I love, Saskatchewan chicken. I love Chinese food in every shape and form. I'm like a Chinese food junkie. But we shall see. Saskatchewan chicken has a certain degree of spice to it, so I just hope that this doesn't taste too much like a run-of-the-mill barbecue chip. Let me take a whiff. Smells like a very smoky odor with a very hint of like a barbecue smell, which doesn't overwhelm me. It's kind of reminds me of the, whatever this one was, the Brazilian picanha. It reminds me of that already because it's just the taste is not there. So I'll take a bite and I'll let you know what I think. Okay. Alright, I'll give it some brownie points. It's got a nice chicken taste. Chicken has a very, very light taste. It's a very tough taste to nail. And I think they did a pretty good job. I mean, it's not perfect. But if I were eating Saskatchewan chicken at a Chinese food joint, I would picture the taste that I have in my mouth would not be that much different. It's got a really unique spice to it that hits you later. Not as you're eating it, but after you're done chewing it, all of a sudden it's just, and the inside of your mouth becomes a little bit more red. It's not bad, it's pretty good. They're not spectacular though. The taste is still very, very light. I prefer a nice, strong taste. But it's chicken. Chicken has a light taste to begin with, so I guess I'm getting what I pay for. So if I were to give this a star rating, I would give it 3.5 stars. This is really a 3.5 star chip. You might take a look at what they look like. Maybe if they were kettle cooked or wavy, they would have been better, but as it is, they're good. They're just not overly remarkable. So we got one more to go, and I don't know. I've seen what it is, and I've eaten my share of Indian food for this show, and it's definitely unique to say the least, but announcer, take it away.
It's Lay's kettle-cooked Indian tikka masala flavored potato chips. Crammed to the brim with cumin and turmeric, this unique tomato-based flavor promises to be a taste like no other, and the kettle-cooked texture promises an extra hard bite.
Open this flavor and bring some cushy to your day. Cushy? What the heck is that? So this is our last chip. They must have listened to my prior complaints on this because they made it kettle cooked. That gives you some extra brownie points, so good on them. This is Indian tikka masala. This is a very unique flavor. I guarantee you the fans of, who voted in the Lay's Do Us a Flavor contests, I guarantee somebody had brought up this flavor. I guarantee it. How could it not? I mean, there are, people of Indian descent all over the world, and I'm sure they voted. They don't have, tikka masala flavored chips. I bet you that was something they wanted their whole lives. And now it exists, and they're giving nobody the credit. I guess poo on them for coming up with the contest in the first place, because it's like them dangling that carrot in front of our faces and then taking it away. It's ridiculous. But I don't want you to think that I hate Indian food. I've actually reviewed a few things on this channel, and I went into it with nothing but dread, and I ended up coming out with just tickled pink over what I just ate because it's all good. This one says it's packed with flavorful spices like turmeric and cumin. Tomato-based dish, tikka masala, is a fixture in global cuisine. Well, no time like the present. I bet you this is gonna have a very strong odor. Oh yeah, that smells just like an Indian restaurant. Very, very tasty odor. I wish I could just eat this odor all day. Delish. And here's the chip. Oh wow, you can really feel that kettle cooked texture on it. It's nice and crunchy. And just delectable, all sorts of bubbles and ridges, and looks like it's gonna be tasty, so this is it. Will this chip dethrone our current champion? We shall soon see with this next bite. Oh my god. This is very different. Wow. They really didn't hit that Indian spice. It really does taste like curry. It's got that delicious spice to it that makes me wish I had some water. I do have some beer, I think, left. But you know what isn't like the typical barbecue chip flavored spice? It's a very unique spice that kind of like, it dances around your mouth in a different way. This is very, very good. I do like it. You wouldn't need to dip this in anything. I think the kettle cooked texture of it was the good idea, you know, was perfect for this flavor. I kind of wish the tzatziki had done that instead of making it wavy, because I think maybe, you know, that it would have scored like a 4.5 if it were kettle cooked. But if I were to give this a star rating, take another bite. No question. I'll give this 4.5 stars. Your winner, ladies and gentlemen, Indian Tikka Masala. How could it have been any different? I apologize to, where's the tzatziki? He's got to take a bow. Tzatziki! The tzatziki sauce put in a gallant effort, but unfortunately it could not overpower this one, Indian Tikka Masala. This is an amazing taste. I've never tasted anything like this. This is, you know, they each got their unique little quirk. This one tastes like salad dressing, if that's your cup of tea. So like if you like to raid the salad bar at Ruby Tuesdays, you're gonna love this one. This one tastes like your typical Indian restaurant. Like you go and you take a whiff of all those delicious spices that are in the air. You'll taste all those spices in your mouth and more. Indian Tikka Masala is your winner of the Lay's Do Us a Flavor! I mean, passport to flavor contest. I seriously wish this was a Lay's Do Us a Flavor contest, because the person who created this, I would give major kudos to, because this was an awesome idea. I don't believe it's ever been done before. If you know of any Indian spice flavored chips out there, write the show. I mean, you know where I'm at, and let me know. So this has been another successful show. You know what? I don't know what else to do. I'm doing this by this, you know, just completely off the cuff, by the seat of my pants. I'm gonna cut to like a little clip or something, and I'll be back to give you a little epilogue. When I was pouring it in, I don't know if you noticed all the chunks and like solid things landing into this. I like beer. I like chocolate. I hate chocolate beer, okay? I'm gonna take a bite and we'll see what I think. Should put like a vomit bucket over here or something, or somewhere to spit, because holy crap. The oil and there's all sorts of fragments of fish floating around in here. This doesn't even look like a fish to me. This looks like some kind of weird sea worm. It tastes like biting into a crayon. I feel like the inside of my mouth is just like somebody took a thumbtack and popped it like a balloon and it's just going. They don't look like flowers. You know what they look like to me? Because you put those little ridges in them, they look like organs. It tastes like a chocolate bar that someone stepped on with really muddy shoes. Just stepped on it, stomped on it. Really, it looks like a starry night when you look at it. If I were to put this all the way up to the camera, yeah, you can see that being like in Star Wars or something, hyperspace. I remember one time my dog ate rat poison, and we had to feed it like peroxide to get him to vomit. You make like an Elio's, and you need to put some garlic powder on it, and then the top comes off and it just goes and like makes like a big pile of like Close Encounters garlic all over your Elio's pizza. It doesn't even look like a fish. It looks like bear flesh. It smells like a freaking tuna that's been sitting in front of your house, laying in the street with flies buzzing all around it. Again. I'm like, and he's like, and I'm like, you found it! You found it, you stupid douchebag! This was done on purpose. This was done as just a cruel joke, just to piss me off, just to torture me, and just to make me gag. And people want to see me vomit. I don't want to vomit.
Look what this is! Look what this is!
Why? That was surprisingly easy.
Where's Handel's Messiah? I like singing.
I mean, take everything you know about turkey and chicken and whatever and toss it aside because this is a taste all to itself. It's amazing that way. You love me! You do love me! This could be the greatest beer I've ever had! Here's to you guys. Love you guys and keep those requests coming. Memories. Some good, some bad. All beautiful. Brings a tear to my eye. So I think this special was a resounding success. Thanks to all the folks out there watching, and thank you to the Lay's company for presenting me this bounty of chips. I'd say they were all winners in their own right, except for this guy over here, this Brazilian picana flavor. People at Lay's, please stop trying with this flavor. You tried it once, you tried it twice, just it's not working. Just please, for our sakes. All these others were good in their own right. This one maybe not so much. It tasted like a little bit like a light barbecue chip, but the little hint of chicken taste in there did make it unique and worth trying. This one was really, really good. Right off the bat, I mean, I thought this was, the one to beat. A very unique salad dressing style taste, I say, definitely. Just because this one was amazing doesn't mean this one is, is the pits. As a matter of fact, I'm eager to try this one again, and who knows, maybe my opinions might flip-flop, but I seriously doubt it, because this one was a juggernaut. This one was the heavy hitter of the bunch. I've never tasted anything like this. I'm surprised this hasn't been attempted sooner. I'm smelling it right now, and it just smells divine. I just want to dig right into this bag, but unfortunately, I have that announcement to make, and I don't want that curry spice in my mouth while I'm trying to talk, because then I'll be spitting up, more than usual, which is a dreadful thought. So, tunnel vision and just don't make eye contact with it. It's like waving a red flag in front of a bull, but in the best way. Well, where do I start with this? Well, first off, this channel, you may recall a show I was in the middle of, it was called the Djclyve show, and in this show, among other things, I counted down my top 20 of my favorite Ranma 1/2 characters. Ranma 1/2 was an anime that I used to be into in my former life. The last episode was 4 out of a possible 10, maybe 11, and it came out over a year ago. Now, keep in mind, I left a tape behind before I did the Ranma Saotome profile, which cost me my life, and I was expecting them to show you guys the whole thing in its entirety. I don't know what the technical difficulty is going on down there, but get your act together, dudes. Well, I'm happy to announce that I'm picking up where I left off and making up for lost time. I'm coming up with a special that I'm entitling Intermission, a Djclyve themed special unlike anything I've ever done. I promise there'll be something on this special for everybody. If you've liked anything on this channel, rest assured you are going to want to tune into this. From Limbo Grub, the cartoon Limbo, to Ranma 1/2 character profiles, the commentaries that I used to do on the Daily Motion channel, to the Djclyve show itself. There's going to be more episodes of that. There's even something I'm throwing in there for the fans of Ranma's Declaration of Motherhood on the White Jara channel. You're not going to want to miss this. The show is called Intermission because it's going to go in between the 5th and the 6th episodes of the Djclyve show. So it's going to be a big block of content, you know, tons of unreleased stuff that I've been sitting on for a while, maybe a few other juicy nuggets in there as well, so you're not going to want to miss it. I introduce it here on Limbo Grub to you hardcore fans out there, so you get the scoop because you guys are so important to me. So that's it. That has been the Lay's Do Us a Flavor, the Lay's Passport to Flavor contest. Was that what it's called? Passport to Flavor. And I guess I'll see you in Limbo. Here's to another 100 episodes. Ta-ta!